Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Felicia, everybody calls me Flick. Today we are having a play with the Lacura Moon Dust Palette from Aldi. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Norvina palette from ABH. I have already had a play with this, just not on myself or on my channel. I did use it on my mum when I first got it. So yeah, I was really excited to sit. I've done the other two palettes already, which I will link. I'll put a little card up here, this side, yeah, somewhere. But yeah, I wanted to sit and do the last one of the three. I thought fair is fair. I've already done the other two. But yeah, I'm really excited to use some of the other colours in it on myself. So yeah, if you haven't already, please do not forget to like, subscribe, leave a thumbs up and ring the notification bell so you do not miss any of my uploads. And yeah, all my social media will be up this side. Yeah, this side. Yeah, this keeps confusing myself every single time I do this. So yeah, we'll do some swatches and then we will get into the look. Right, so we're going to do some, I'll zoom it out a bit more. Yeah, right, so we're going to go in and do some swatches. So first one is Heavenly, Star, Zodiac and Constellation. Then we've got Cosmos, Nova and Infinite. So that is the first row. It seems like that pink and purple shade are more like topper shades. I'll see if I can build them up a little bit more. Yeah, that one's very iridescent. They're very much more sheer. So I will do my usual. Right, now for the second row we have got Milky Way, Aura, Comet and Venus. Then the last three we have are Earth, Asteroid and Meteor. That was a terrible swatch. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can what was it? Aura. I'm gonna try and build Aura up a bit more because I did not get, there we go, that's a bit better. Venus and get my finger in the pan, build that up a little bit more. That Milky Way shade is just very, very pale, so it's unlikely to show up that much. So yeah, I'll do my usual and then we will be back to do the look. Right, I am back. So first shade I'm going to go in with is the shade, oh, where is it? Venus, this pink one here. It is a matte with a tiny bit of shimmer. I don't know if the original Norvina palette has some shimmer in it. I don't think it does. So I'm just going to kind of like buff that kind of like in my crease area and kind of pat it on and then. Pigments there, I'll give it that straight away. Nice, I like that colour. Tiny bit more. I don't want to lose it when I'm blending it. But about there. There we go. Then I'm going to take the brush that comes with the palette. And I'm going to take the shade Aura, which is like that bluey, purpley kind of colour. This looks more blue than the original palette. I believe this was purple. This looks a bit more blue to me anyway. I'm just going to kind of bring that through that front bit. Okay, I'm just going to dust that off because I actually want to use that brush again. And then I'm going to take, actually no, I don't want that brush. I want to take the shade Earth, which is this cool tone brown next to Venus. I'm going to take it on this like pointed pencily blending brush type thing. Can I just say, how pretty is this brush? This was from Poundland. I'm assuming it's part of their bits that they've got in for Christmas, but I saw it and I was like, for £1 I'll have it. I'm just going to kind of place that more on like the outer V. The other side of that, and I'm going to take the shade Meteor, which is more warm toned. I'm going to take a tiny bit of that. I'm going to go back in with that blue and that pink around the edge because I do feel like I have lost that a bit. So I'm just going to take that pink shade that I used first. Also, this massive fluffy blending brush was also Poundland. I went and got another one because I actually really like this. Thought for £1 it was worth picking up and trying, and I actually liked it a lot more than I expected to, so I picked up another one. I'm going to take that shade Aura, which was that more bluey purpley one. I'm not taking anything else on this brush. I'm using whatever's left on here, just. Now I'm going to cut my crease. I've already got a bit pillowy space on the back of my hand. I'm just going to do like a half cut crease. I'm not planning on doing a full one. Right, now I'm going to take my new double-ended brush that I also got from Poundland. First shade I'm going to take is Zodiac, which is this pinky kind of shade. I'm going to go in with it dry. I may need to go in with it wet. I'm going to try it dry first though. I don't know. Oh, actually. I may have to go in with that. I'm going to go in with the other shade for which is Cosmos, which is the purpley sparkle one, the purple one. I'm going to go in with that first, and then I'll go back in with Zodiac Wet. So I think I'm going to have to use both of these wet, because these aren't picking up particularly. Actually, let me go on my finger and do. Okay. Let me get my chrome spray. Using that first one, Zodiac Wet. Ooh, don't drop the brush. I'm going to try the other one again, Cosmo. I mean, it's on, but it's not my favourite. Yeah, I mean, also I've got it on, but it's not my favourite. I was really looking forward to using. If that has just dropped off as well. I've just lost the other end of this brush. It's literally just dropped off. Yeah. So that. Okay, look, it's on. Yeah, it's not my favourite by any means. I was really looking forward to using those shades, and I'm kind of a bit disappointed, if I'm honest. I used a different shimmer one I did on my mum the other day, and it came out really lovely. But those two are a bit disappointing. So, oh well, it's done now. I'm going to go off, do the other eye, come back, we'll do under eye and whatnot. Back in a minute. Right, I am back. Now, let's do my other under eye. I did accidentally start it. I was completely in my own world, so please forgive me. I literally started to do that one shade. Did I put my eyelash? Yes, it was. I'm going to take that pink shade, Venus, and run that all the way underneath and out. And then I took the shade, oh crap, which one was it? Asteroid? Yeah, Asteroid. Just one here. Kind of. Then I am taking my new Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Purple Rain. I got this in Wilko. I've been after these for ages. I picked up 7 of them. Did I pick up 7? Yeah, I'll show you them after. Yeah, I picked up 7. I've been after them for ages. They're £1.50 each. And every time I tried to get them online, loads of them were out of stock. I went over to Eastbourne last week, and I did Home Bargains, Poundland and Wilko's haul. Almost the range as well, but all I was going to grab was 2 lipsticks, and by the time I turned around to go meet my mum until she was at the end, and then a queue had appeared, so I left them. But I ordered those online. That order should be turning up tomorrow. Yeah, so that is Purple Rain. So yeah, quickly off subject, I picked up, so Purple Rain, and look, I literally picked up 7. So I got Life in Pink, Sailor V, which is silver, Gold Bling, what's this one called? Deep Sea Baby, which is like a navy blue, Tutu Turquoise, and then Snow Queen. There was a couple more. There was like a burgundy one, which I kind of wish I picked up now, but I might be going back next week to Eastbourne, so I might just pick up then. Right, Lower Lash Mascara, to go with my W7. My lashes are the Firm McCann ones I picked up the other week. The Calabash Crush Dramatic style ones, and boy are they dramatic. Where's my little disposable one? Because that's better. There we go. My lips are my W7 Lip Twister in brown, and then I picked this up in Home Bargains. It's the W7 Velvet Secret Matte Lip Colour in El Toro, which is really nice, called nudie brown. And then I dabbed a little bit in my Revolution matte lip in Raw 136, literally a tiny bit dead in the centre, and just dabbed it in my finger. And yeah, this is the final look. If I'm honest, I don't love it. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't love it. Those two shimmers, the pink one is better than the purple one, marginally. But I'm not loving it at all. I don't know. It's annoying because I used... When I got this, I used this on my mum, and I used the shade Constellation on my mum, and funny enough, Aria picked it out. I said to her, right, choose like a sparkly one, and she chose that one, and I just did like a nude eye with that as a sparkle, and it looked absolutely beautiful, and it performed really, really well. So I don't know if it's just those two are a weird formula they just don't want to pick up on a brush. But if I remember rightly, looking at videos from the original Norvina palette, those two shades are a different formula to the rest of them. They're more like topper shades, but they don't have that same problem about not picking up on a brush. I used the shade Heavenly for my inner corner and brow bone highlight. Also my bronzer, blusher and very subtle highlight is the Soap and Glory Wonderful Face Palette. My mum won this, or I'll say won it. Yeah, won it on a little raffle at a fundraising day she was doing yesterday. She came to me today, she was like, oh, I got you something. I was like, oh, thank you. So yeah, Soap and Glory Wonderful Face Palette, and I used the bronzer, which has got a bit of shimmer, but it's actually a very subtle, it looks really dark. When it goes on, it's really subtle. The highlighter, again, really subtle. It's almost more like more of a topper. I don't know, it wasn't as, I thought it was going to be like banging, but it wasn't. And then I used the pink blush. So yeah, yeah, not my favourite by a long shot. Out of all three of the palettes, that has got to be the least favourite that I've used on myself. I think my favourite was, well, I don't know, I like the other two equally. But yeah, this is probably my least favourite that I've used on myself. It could just be those two shades. Of course, I went for the purple and the pink. I may use it again another day and use different shimmers, and they may be fine. And the mattes performed okay. Not crazy on that bluey purple shade. It is more blue than purple. So I'm looking from what I remember of the original palette, and I'm gonna get it up. Yeah, no, this is slightly more blue. And that pink shade in the original Norvina palette is more pink. The rest of the shades look pretty identical, apart from that one that I used. That one is completely matte and slightly lighter. So far, I would say out of all the ones I've used, this is probably the least dupeable. I don't know, it's not as close as the other two to being a dupe for the original palette. Again, I haven't got the original to test them with, but it is what it is. I mean, I've managed to get a look out of it. Again, not my favourite look. I will probably try it again a different day. Probably won't film it, but I'll probably use it again with a different colour. I'll probably try, I mean, let's say the shade, what's that one? Heavenly Star, even the shade Nova. These three, so it's Heavenly Star and Nova. Yeah, they're a completely different formula to the two that I used, but they have gone on really easy. So I think I'm gonna try them. I'll try it a different day with different ones. I think it just happens to be those two shades that I've used haven't worked as well for me as I would have liked, but it's what it is. What can I say? Oh, this is the finished look anyway. Gotta say, actually, I'm really proud of myself. I've overlined my lips and not completely effed it up, so I'm proud of myself for that. It's really good for me. I always mess it up, so. I like his lashes too. They're very big. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Again, I'll show you it again. So this is the palette. So this one is definitely more purple than blue in the original. This one is slightly lighter and is completely matte, and this one is more of a pink. Rather, this one was almost like a whitey gold with a pink reflect to it. So yeah, those three shades especially are more different to the original palette, but it's not the end of the world anyway. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know how you think I did. Let me know what other videos you want to see. I have hopefully got an order turning up tomorrow. If that is the case, I will have my next 4 videos. Yeah, I've got 4 palettes in that package, so 4 videos. One will be a side-by-side comparison with one of my ABH palettes, because I actually have the original for this one. And the other 3, I do not have the original palettes, but it's not an ABH comparison. But I saw them and couldn't leave them for the price. So yeah, I'm very excited for those to arrive. It was a real bargain, so fingers crossed it comes tomorrow. I'll get them filmed ASAP and get them up. But yeah, Let me know what you guys want to see. Give me some ideas for some videos. Nothing Halloween, please, because I am terrible at that. That is not my specialty. That happens to be my best friend's specialty. Hopefully we're going to end up filming one before Halloween arrives. If we're lucky. Probably not. Knowing us, we're not that organised. But what can I say? It is what it is. I am going to love you and leave you all. And I will see you all in the next one. Mwah. Bye.